In this video, I'm going to show you a great and ideal team centered around Blastoise, the decent choice of a starter. This team will feature 6 Pokemon that'll help Blastoise defeat many challenges it can't defeat alone. Now there's a handful of rules we must follow for this team. No trade evolutions, no post-game Pokemon, and no version exclusives unless they're in more than one game. So now that I explained the rules, how about we jump right into this challenge? Before we begin the list, I should point out that we need temporary Pokemon to help the journey a lot. We'll still catch a Rattata to help counter many trainers before getting our ground type, we'll also get an extra grass type to help cut trees down, and we'll get a Hitmonchan to help push boulders aside. Those Pokemon will help us build our team and to get across challenges our main team isn't able to. Beginning the main list proper, we have our starter, Blastoise. One thing that makes Blastoise useful is because of its good stats and moves, hits decently, and has high defense. Another reason is because Blastoise is a water type, strong against the first gym and some trainers in Kanto. The way to get Blastoise is simple. Soon after you start the game and Oaks takes you to his lab, choose the Pokeball containing Squirtle. During your journey, you can train Squirtle up to level 16 to evolve into Wartortle, then train again to level 36 to evolve into Blastoise. A great moveset for Blastoise would be Bubble Beam, having good power points and a decent damage output. Surf being its main move, hitting fire, ground, and rock types very hard. Ice Beam being nice coverage to make grass flying and dragon types easier to beat. And Substitute also being helpful, protecting Blastoise from many opponent attacks, also giving Blastoise better bulk. Blastoise will do best against Brock, Blaine, Giovanni, Bruno, Agatha's Golbat, Lance except Gyarados, and Blue's Pidgeot, Rhydon, and Arcanine. Next on the list we have the bulky tank, Victreebel. A big reason why Victreebel is useful is because it's decently bulky, has great attack, and special. Victreebel is also great because it's a grass poison type and is strong against the second gym as well as many opponents in Kanto. The way to get Victreebel is simple. After you beat the trainers on Nugget Bridge, go into the grass and catch Bellsprout. Then train Bellsprout up to level 21 to evolve into Weepinbell, then go to the department store and buy a Leaf Stone. Use it on Weepinbell to get Victreebel. A great moveset for Victreebel would be Razor Leaf as its go-to move. Many power points and always gets a critical hit. Solar Beam being there as backup once again. It has 2 turns but hits very hard. Wrap is another go-to move. It stops the opponent from moving for 2 to 5 turns. Might be inaccurate but can be helpful at balanced damage. Sleep Powder is also helpful. It'll put the opponent to sleep for 1 to 8 turns. Again allowing for Solar Beam to hit easier since sleep is crazy. Like I mentioned before, Victreebel would do best against Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Giovanni's ground types and Kangaskhan, Lorelei except Jinx, Bruno, and Blue's Rhydon. Up next is the glass cannon from earlier, Dugtrio. What makes Dugtrio useful is having decent attack, high speed, and great moves. Dugtrio is great because it's a fast ground type, allowing it to critical hit almost anything it faces in Kanto. Getting Dugtrio is simple. After you make it to Vermilion City, go inside the Diglett Cave. When you enter the second room, capture Diglett. Again during your journey, train Diglett up to level 26 to evolve into Dugtrio. A good moveset for Dugtrio will be what I mentioned before. Slash is a go-to move, great power points and always gets critical hits. Rock Slide is coverage to hit annoying flying types. Earthquake is its other go-to move, hitting fire, electric, poison, and rock types very hard. And Dig being there in case Earthquake runs out of power points. Like before, Dugtrio will do best against Lieutenant Surge, Koga, Sabrina's Venomoth, Blaine, Giovanni's Poison types, Lorelei's Jinx, Agatha, Lance's Aerodactyl, and Blue's Pidgeot and Arcanine. Next on the list is the bulky tank from before, Hypno. Hypno's very useful because it's decently bulky and has high special. Hypno's also useful because it's a psychic type, the single greatest type in Kanto, having virtually no weakness. The way to get Hypno is simple. Go to the route next to Diglett Cave, get into the grass, and catch Drowsy. Train Drowsy up to level 26 to evolve into Hypno. A good moveset for Hypno would be Confusion. Has great power points and does good damage. Psychic being its go-to move, having far better damage and sometimes drops the opponent's special. Seismic Toss also being helpful, doing level equivalent damage for more balanced damage outputs. Thunder Wave also being another go-to move, allowing Hypno to outpace targets faster than itself. Just like earlier, Hypno will do best against Erica, Koga, Sabrina, Giovanni, Bruno, Agatha, and Blue's Rhydon, Alakazam, and Venusaur. Up next is another bulky tank, Clefable. Clefable is very useful because it has good bulk and balanced stats. Clefable is also great because it's a normal type, able to learn many different moves and has great coverage to hit many opponents in Kanto decently. Getting Clefable is easy. After getting to Celadon City, get the coin case and head to the game corner. Get either 500 or 750 coins and go to the prize room to get Clefairy. Then you can use the Moonstone from Mount Moon to evolve Clefairy into Clefable. Before getting its finalized moveset, Clefairy will have to make good use of multiple types of moves to take on many different foes. But a good finalized moveset for Clefable would be Mega Punch, might not have great accuracy but has high damage output and good power points. Body Slam is a go-to move, easily paralyzes the opponent and has high damage output. Fire Blast is support to hit rock types hard and might inflict a burn, and Light Screen to help Clefable withstand strong special attacks better. Clefable will do best against Erica, Sabrina, Giovanni with Water Ice or Psychic moves, Lorelai's Jinx, Bruno using Psychic, Agatha using Psychic, Lance using Ice moves, and Blue's Alakazam, Rhydon, and Venusaur. Last but not least is the powerful legendary, Zapdos. What makes Zapdos great is that it has good HP, attack and defense, as well as high special and speed. Zapdos is also great because it's an electric flying type, letting it hit hard against everything in Kanto. Getting Zapdos is tricky. First you should defeat Koga and get Surf, then you should head to Route 10 and surf to the power plant, then make it through the power plant to meet Zapdos and capture it. The Master Ball can streamline getting Zapdos, but using Great Balls can help decently with this. Also, Zapdos cannot evolve. A good moveset for Zapdos would be Drill Peck as its go-to move, great power points and damage output. Fly also being there for convenience, helping the player travel across the map quickly, also being there in case Zapdos runs out of Drill Peck once again. Thunderbolt being another go-to move to hit water and flying types hard, and Mimic will also be helpful, allowing Zapdos to copy one of the opponent's moves. Zapdos will do best against Erica, Sabrina, Lorelai, Bruno's fighting types, Agatha, Lance's Gyarados and Aerodactyl, and Blue except Rhydon. Now that we got the ideal team done for Blastoise, I'll be covering the ideal team for Charizard next. As I mentioned before, Charizard's the worst starter since fire types don't do well in Gen 1. It might be a fan favorite, but it was far from perfect in its debut. Hey look, that's all I got for now. If you enjoyed this ideal team layout, please leave a like or comment telling me what you enjoyed the most about this video. Until next time, have a good day.